This is Bob Olson, Expert Village. We've burned it, trimmed it up, made it look a little older looking. And I have a little trademark that I use all the time on all of my birdhouses. If I like the birdhouse, I'll put my trademark on it. If I don't like it, they won't get my trademark on it. And generally I'll tear them all apart and start over again. So what we do is I like to put a birdhouse on my birdhouse. And this seems kind of silly, but this is what I do. I get an old piece of wood, and you can get any kind of a piece of wood that you want to use. Anything but ironwood. You don't want to use that. So you get an old piece of wood. Let me find a small one here. Just an old scrap piece of wood. Okay, this would probably work fine. So we take it on the saw, and we're going to make a birdhouse out of this. Now, it doesn't have to be an expert job of it. It can be any type of birdhouse you want to make. Okay, that one isn't very straight, so we'll straighten that up a little bit. Okay, if we wanted to make a long birdhouse, we could make one like this, but we won't do that. We'll make a shorter one. We'll make one like similar to this here one. Okay, what we need to do is we drill a little hole in it. We'll come over here, change the drill. We'll drill a hole all the way through this. Okay. See, we got a hole in there, and it's all the way through. So then we take and drill another hole just down here. Now that little hole is, sometimes I've got some little teeny dowels, and sometimes they'll work in there, and we'll cut them off, and I'll show you. Then we'll finish this little birdhouse in a real big hurry. And we'll drive that dowel into that little hole. Okay, that's for the bird to perch on. So then we get another little screw. And I like to use a black screw, but this happened to be a copper one. Let's see if we find a black one here. Yeah, here's a little black one. So what we do now is we got the screw in there. We'll put a little glue on the back side. Now, wherever you want to put this birdhouse, it's up to you. I like to just kind of hide them sometimes. So I want to put this one right on the back here. And we got to burn this later on. But sometimes you have to go back and go ahead and burn them a little later on. Now see, we got a little birdhouse on the back of this birdhouse now. And we'll burn it a little later on to finish it up. But this is one of my trademarks that I do. And I'm going to show you some of the birdhouses that I have, that I've done little things to it. But this is basically how we build a real easy birdhouse. You can make them any size you want. You can taper the roofs. You can put four-way roofs on it. It's just whatever comes to your mind. And I think that works out best for everybody. For the birds, for you, for people that come and see your birdhouses. If it's kind of unique. And I've made jails. I'll show you the jails. And even got poor little hangman's nooses for the birds.